Hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to watch J.K. Rowling wield the sword of Godric Gryffindor in XCOM, War of the Chosen. And I'm telling you, I don't know what to say about J.K. Rowling last episode. It was sort of beautiful. It was like Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon met, fell in love, got married, waited 2 to 3 years, then moved to the suburbs and started a family. And that family then grew up to be a family of high-flying magical martial arts assassins who cannot be stopped by any force known to man or alien. The Chosen sent their elite assassin, and you know what? She never even stood a chance. Old Bala Derp was dead almost as soon as her boots hit the ground. It was gorgeous, gorgeous. Also, the team blew through the alien facility like a hurricane of razor blades, and all they left in their wake was a cloud of crimson mist. It was pretty damn ugly for the old Advent forces. Also, man, Cloud of Crimson Mist, or just Operation Crimson Mist, man, would that have been a way better name for last mission. Operation Crimson Mist. How'd you drop the ball on that one, John Bradford? Huh? You know, I kind of feel like lately, John, you've been off your game in the operation naming capacity. You just are you feeling okay, buddy? I mean, I see you sitting down here all alone in the training center, and I know we can't see your right hand, but I'm sure there's a flask of John Bradford's More Balatin brand bathtub gin clutched firmly in that fist. But I mean, people are over drinking in a bar, John. If you wanted to go get hammered, come over here. Why are you drinking? Why are you drinking alone, John? Why are you drinking alone? Once again, Bradford, you know, they say it's one of the first signs that maybe, just maybe, you have a problem, John. Maybe, have you considered the fact that maybe you have a problem?
You continue to prove resourceful.
I'm pretty sure he's considered it. I'm also pretty sure he knows he has a problem. He just doesn't. We got one pip.
There is still much to be done.
Commander, reconnaissance indicates the aliens have a UFO hunting for our position.
Okay, well that's delightful. UFO is hunting us. Yes, I'm more concerned about the fact that we got one freaking pip of
from this defeat and return stronger and more resilient to your tactics.
You keep saying that, Baladerp, and every time I find a new way to make sure that you get blown in half by high-velocity chunklets of shotgun. Also, Baladerp, please, I know I've asked you a couple times, but could you lose my number? Really? One pip? We did the Black Site mission. How did we only get a single pip of... That's very troubling, actually. Very troubling. Oh boy, we could stop Viper rounds. No. We got a hidden event for Dark Neutralize a Field Commander. Interesting. This gets us a Lieutenant Sharpshooter. Oh, well, we'll be doing this one. Countering Advent, getting lightning reflexes. Hack the workstation on an Advent train. We have a difficult mission. We get 91 intel. What was your dark event? Yeah, I don't give a shit about Viper rounds. We don't know what this one is. It's hidden, but we already have Undying Loyalty, and the only thing I can imagine worse than Undying Loyalty is Advent with lightning reflexes, especially if that lightning reflexes transfers down to the freaking zombies. So you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go do Operation Sweaty Chalice, and it's nice to see Bradford has come back onto his game, because that one could definitely be a euphemism for a sex act. What'd you do? Oh, you know, went out last night, had a good old time, and when we got back home, gave him a sweaty chalice. Because, you know, I'm imagining that's like somebody sitting on your face after they've been on like a long run. They went and did their workout and then just came back for a little face sitting. That's a sweaty chalice. Alright, the team looks... I mean, they look pretty strong. Let's go through and see who's available. We want to use bonded troopers if we can. This is a hacking mission, so we're definitely going to want the Mother of Muggles, our premier killer. I think we take J.K. Rowling. I think we take Lauren Monster Bukes. JK's a little tuckered out after her last mission. Lauren Bukes is fresh and ready. She's fit. Who else have we got here? Charlie the Mystic Houston and Chuck. Who are you bonded to? Chuck Wendig, right? Who's your bond mate? Oh, you're bonded with George R.R. Martin. Well, do I want to go triple ranger? I mean, that may be overselling it a little bit. Chuck Wendig, who are you bonded with? Cherry Priest, right? Who is also a specialist, I believe. No, Cherry Priest is a sharpshooter. You guys work together? Yeah, you know what? Grenadier and sharpshooter. All right, I like that little combo. I do want to take... How tired is Tabitha King? relatively tired. Maybe we give Tabitha the day off here, and instead, we would need somebody else who could come in here and do a little stealthing for us. So we got Ranger, Sharpshooter. I suppose we could... Oh, you know what, Cormac McCarthy? I just noticed I never actually upgraded your nickname. Can I... Do you have one that I cannot change, maybe? Is that why I didn't do it? No, we can change it. Maybe when we first got you, I guess you probably just weren't high enough rank to change your nickname. Let's go ahead and take care of that. You're Cormac. Not poetry. Cormac, not poetry McCarthy, because I know you try, buddy, but you fail every single time. Do we want to take old not poetry on the mission, then? Let's consider it. Let's see what else we could do if we didn't take him, though. Neil the Alchemist Stevenson, we could take old Chuck Palahniuk. We've got one sharpshooter. Are there lost on this mission? Do we have a sit rep? No sit rep. So really all we've got to do is have Lauren Bukes get close enough to the objective to get her gremlin on task. Do I want to commit all of my rangers? Because here's the problem with going super ranger heavy is then all those rangers also wind up tired. So maybe what we do instead, you know what, Cormac McCarthy, fine, we'll give you a shot. We'll take you, and then we'll take backup ranger Neil Sandman Gaming. So let's get everybody rocked and roaded. What are you, suddenly Scooby-Doopy? Oh, we're getting rocked and roaded. Oh. My brain lately has been troubling me a great deal. Just, it doesn't want to ever talk. So, frag grenade, arc blade, shard gun. You have the good shard gun, right? Advanced laser sight, advanced autoloader. You're locked and ready to roll. Let's get Lauren Bukes in here. I'm pretty sure she is fully sorted as well. Loadout, she's got her rifle. Yep, scope and advanced stock, so guaranteed damage, medkit, mimic beacon. Lauren Bukes is ready to go show him how broken a monster can actually be. Chuck Blackbird Windig. We have a better weapon for you, so let's get rid of this mag. Make utility items available. Let's make all weapons available as well. Make armor available. Not that I don't think we've built any yet, but I swear we have a mag cannon that has an upgrade somewhere. I know we have heavy weapons that have upgrades, but those troopers must be... The only explanation then is that they are in the infirmary, I guess. Cherry Priest. We're going to get rid of your... Oh, you have a Gauss rifle. Well, let's get rid of that. Wait, we have sniper rifles with upgrades. I know that we do. I guess that person must also be in... I'm confused when I say make weapons available. It doesn't actually tend to make our weapons available. No, and suddenly it did. All right, whatever. Take... Troubling, I'm telling you. Interface, what's going on here? Get your problems worked out. So we've got our upgraded Gauss rifle. If we go back to Chuck Windig now, and will he have... Nope, he saw just the one mag cannon. All right, I'm assuming the Grenadier who had the upgrade... Oh, you know what? We may have put those upgrades on Stephen King and he got killed. Possible those upgrades died with Steve. That's doubly troubling. I know you have an upgraded bullpup. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Wait, this is the upgraded, like the mag bullpup though. K15. 5 to 6. This is a K15, right? Okay, you have advanced hair trigger and expanded. All right, you're fine then. Do we want to go with any other utility items? No lost on this mission. What can we have nothing available. All right. What can we do here? We could give somebody a frag grenade as opposed to an exploding grenade. You know what? I always feel like you're a good candidate for that. And then old Neil Sandman Gaming, let's get you a little better shard gun if we've got one available. Why? I don't understand why this one shotgun refuses to upgrade just because it has a laser sight. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to do a shard gun. And can we upgrade you with anything? What do we got? We can put a regular laser sight on it. Alright. Yeah, we can do that. Stock, missed shots do damage, hair trigger, neither of those things is... you know, a hair trigger is intriguing, but I think really what we're going to want on Neil Sandman Gaming's weapon is an auto loader. You guys have a bond available? No. You're actually really good friends with R.L. Stein, and you have a little bit of cohesion with Neil Sandman Gaming. Let's do this. Enough dithering, Pete. You've probably over-prepared for what is basically going to be a sneak in and hack a thing mission. Better over-prepared than under-prepared. You know, I always go for the old Boy Scout motto just because The Last Boy Scout is, you know, one of my personal favorite in the 80s. What can I say? Possibly Damon Wayans' greatest movie. The Last Boy Scout's fantastic. Opens up and the main character maybe fucked a squirrel to death? How can you not like that? Halle Berry gets blown in half by an AK-47? Chelsea Ross is a senator? What's not to love? Bruce Willis dances jig? Wakes up after a hard day of private detectiving and maybe had sex with a squirrel, and then he gets home and his wife gives him a sweaty chalice. Actually, I think the problem with the intro to that movie is his wife's been given a sweaty chalice to some other dude who he then punches in the gut, and that dude winds up dead. Shenanigans and hijinks ensue. It's great. Let's go to Pig Station, Vancouver. Pig Station, Vancouver sounds like a niche bar, like a mixer bar where you're going looking for a very specific type of romantic encounter. I'm into BBWs. What'd you do last night, Pete? You know, I'm really into the BBW scene these days, so went over to Pig Station. Be like, wow, they just called it Pig Station? That's really very not nice and completely unflattering. You'd be like, yeah, you know what? On second thought, maybe I shouldn't patronize such a joint because it seems kind of scummy. So the network's getting shut down in 7 turns. All we've got to do is get Lauren Buick's visibility on the thing. This does not look like it's going to be overly difficult. Lauren, do we want to let you take first moves? You know what? Sure. Everybody's concealed. Let's have you run out here and take a peek. Anything going on? There's a rooftop over here when possible. I do love to take advantage of my rooftops.
Enemy patrol on the move.
Okay, so we have... Whoa. What is that thing? There was a new thing there, and I don't like it. I don't like new things. Cormac, not Poetry McCarthy. There is an Archon over there. Don't like Archons. We could do some really not nice stuff. You know, Cormac McCarthy, you get up close, actually. I run? What are you, writing a Dick and Jane novels these days? You've got to be fucking shitting me.
No more hiding.
Well, we're off to a fantastic start. Cormac McCarthy has completely porked it. So what do we got? 2 stun lancers and an Archon, and we have very little up our sleeve to help us deal with these guys. All right, well, this is extraordinarily bad. J.K. Rowling is extraordinarily far away. Neil Sandman Gaiman is going to contribute effectively nothing. Chuck Wendig is also going to have a very hard time giving us anything here. Although he could teamwork. Who's your bondmate, Cherry Priest? Honestly, I feel like we'd probably be better off to have Cherry Priest maybe give you an action, Chuck. So we could have Cherry move to here.
Here I come.
We're going to have to start working over this Archon. Archon's got ridiculously buffer in this vert. So we're going to go with the Lightning Hands. Great shot.
Missed.
Yeah, well, it was a low percentage shot, so what are you going to do? Alright, we're going to need J.K. Rowling in here to defend Cormac McCarthy and Lauren Buse. We've just got to figure out how to make that happen, but we also are going to need to kill that avatar. We've got to get him. Neil Gaiman is still concealed. We would love to maintain concealment on somebody, but it just kind of feels like maybe that's not in the cards. Chuck Wendig has a terrible shot. Okay, Chuck, we're going to move you up here and see if we can't get you a little bit better shot. Not really. Well, okay. No loss in this mission, so why not plop a frag out here and see if we can get a little bit of guaranteed damage and remove some of this cover. Cormac McCarthy, I'm absolutely furious with you, by the way. Okay, so we destroyed some cover, put that man in the open. He's going to be much easier to hit, but more importantly, he is now very much battle frenzyable. Like, if we can get a heavy lancer. But he's very much destroyable. So if we can get a Blade Master in the vicinity, our Blade Master will be able to get him. J.K. Rowling does also have I'm thinking we're going to want her right out here in the open and flanked. We can get a double shot. We're going to have to run and gun to do it. We could then get some bonus action. Okay, we can dig out of this. We're fine. Cherry Priest, first things first. I mean, you could take another pistol shot. Not really super enthused about that. What I would like for you to do is teamwork Chuck Wendig. Give Chuck another action. Chuck, 67% on the Lancer, 53% on the Archon. I'm tempted to try a suppression. We're going to hold off on your action for a minute. J.K. Rowling, it's going to be all up to you then. Little worried about this stun Lancer, but if we put you here, this guy should try and make a move on you. When he comes up to make the move, we can slash him dead with our Blade Master ability. So you are going to run and gun.
I'm coming for ya.
We dug ourselves a hole to start out here, admittedly. This is not our greatest start of all time, but I still think we can get out of it. Yeah, you spotted me.
Position compromised.
It's not really compromised, JK. We wanted him to know we were there. We're going to dual strike. Wow, 62%, 82%. We're going to dual strike the Archon. Shotgun critical. Lauren Bukes, you got to come through for me, girl. You got to come through for me. Give me the duel. Have I mentioned how much I absolutely despise dodge? Have I mentioned that? Because I really, really don't like it. Well, hate like the dickens to do this, but it's the only way we possibly get this Archon. We're going to need actually a good damage roll here, by the way, Chuck. I'm asking a lot of you, more than I've ever asked before. Chuck Wendig delivered the goods. We asked, the Wendig delivered. Hey, Neil Sandman Gaming. I mean, you're still concealed. I wouldn't mind having somebody concealed, if at all possible, to conserve that, but I'm also a little bit worried about this Stun Lancer, who you can see. You know what? To hell with the concealment. It's time to get loud, get proud. We're going long, we're going strong. We're down to get the friction on. This man is more likely to move if we blow his cover. Also, I want to soften him up and shred that armor, so if he does charge J.K. Rowling, it'll be that much easier, to blade storm him. Exactly what we wanted. And fantastic, we dodged him. Perfect.
That didn't feel good.
That was an unusual choice of action.
Incoming fire.
I hate everything, by the way.
Our position is compromised.
Hey, Mox, you know you started all this shit. Could you go fuck off? Oh, perfect. Just what we needed. More stun lancers and more garbage fires. All right. Wow, this is going swimmingly. Okay, got a 59% on the heavy lancer. I'm feeling more than a little salty here. Mox, you're gonna activate another pod if you step here? What pod? What pod could we see that isn't already active? Also, we're about to learn something here about our skirmisher. All right, so if we whiplash you 66%, what's our best shot at a whiplash here? 32%. The Advent Shield Bearer, that guy I'm not too worried about. He's most likely just going to shield. So we could whip the Heavy Lancer. You know what? Go ahead and whiplash this man. This doesn't cost an action. Okay, Heavy Lancer takes some whiplash critical.
All will be free.
And that gives us full throttle, which, as I recall, gives us bonus movement. Bonus movement. So here's our question then. If we try and pull this Advent man into our zone, will Cherry Priest blade storm him for free? I honestly feel like this is worthwhile as just an experiment. Let's see if we can get a free blade storm by yanking him over here. We're gonna ripjack him. 6 damage and a stun. So pulling him into our... Okay, it did not earn us... Alright, well, I mean, you know, important lesson learned. It did not earn us free shots on this guy, but that guy is most certainly dead. Cormac McCarthy, your follow-up action. Go ahead and flashbang these jackals. Pete, you're taking some low percentage risks. I know, but the mission already started off shit, man. If the mission's gonna start off this bad, why cry over spilled milk at this point? I mean... Why polish the brass on the Titanic if we don't have to? Shotgun to the mouth finishes this man off. 6 to 8. Guaranteed critical. That's one dead priest. Not you, Cherry. Well, it wasn't too shabby till the son of a bitch came back as a zombie, and then suddenly it got real shabby real quick. Chuck, we're gonna hold off on you. Lauren Monster Bukes. You've got actions, potential for better actions. I would really like to have you throw a gremlin heal at Chuck Wendig, because he ain't in the greatest shape. We got a really strong shot at the old zombie. Cherry Priest, what are your other shots like? 59% at the Heavy Lancer, which is bad. 36% at that guy, which is just straight up terrible. You know what? Go ahead and see if you can take out this size zombie. If you get a hit here, he is dead. And that opens up the door. Alright, for J.K. Rowling to go do that thing she do. Cherry Priest, got a promotion? So Chuck Blackberg Wendig, I think we're going to move you up here.
Let's do this.
I know we've got a flank shot on this guy and a guaranteed kill, but this Heavy Lancer back here has me troubled. Thinking about maybe just throwing a suppression at him. Lauren Bukes can heal Chuck Wendig and then finish this guy off. It seems like a smart move. Let's throw the Gremlin heal at Wendig just to make sure he's as safe as possible. We could sacrifice one of our actions to give JK another action. Why does it keep saying we're going to activate another pod? That says we're activating more pods, but taking this move is somehow not activating a pod? I don't understand that at all. So we've already used our run and gun. We could walk to here. If we're going to get this close, I really would rather be in cover. We could do some combo grenade action with a bonus action. Lauren Bukes does just have one. Somebody has to kill 99%. You know what? I mean, yeah, it's fine. Go ahead and kill that man. Taking him down.
Woo, you see that?
Yeah, it was pretty good. So I think what we do is we have the Mother of Monsters go for a kill here. We can't slash from this one, huh? 98% for 6 to 8 damage. Unless we crit, that is not going to generate a kill for us. We need to generate a kill. We could have Chuck Blackbird Wendig uses... we could go for the last one. We would definitely generate a kill this way, but then we have no potential for future turns. I don't like it. I think instead we suppress. Not something we've been doing a lot of. Then we have the Mother of Muggles come up here.
On my way.
Oh, there's a turret. It must have been warning. That's what Gotcha again was trying to warn us about, was the actual freaking turret. Can we get a grenade up onto that turret? Oh, come on, J.K. Rowling. She doesn't have the suit for it. She is in full cover, though. Has an 88% chance. If we get a critical here, that man is dead. That'll give Lauren an implacable move.
By the numbers.
Pete, you realize you just wasted that suppression? Yeah, I know. You're right. Suboptimal play. But once we took the move and spawned the turret, the situation changed. Let's just fall back to full cover here. Make that turret less likely to be able to get a piece of us. This guy is disoriented, so he's going to shield. All right. That was fully expected. Having the shield on the turret is a little unfortunate. That turret's going to be forced to shoot at our girl in full cover.
I'm all right.
Perfect. So what are we going to do now? I'm thinking we haywire protocol the turret. Pete, wouldn't this be a lot better if you had a Skulljack? Well, you're not wrong. It would definitely be much better if we had access to the Skulljack, but we don't. 91% chance to shut it down, 46% chance to take control of it. Let's come back to this in a moment. If we can kill the turret, we should much rather prefer to kill it. Sometimes dead is better. Pete, was that Fred Gwynn from Pet Sematary? Yes, it was the worst Fred Gwynn of all time. Admittedly, I know that impression I do. I do it a lot. It's really bad. Okay, we could Wrath a Man, which pulls us to him. Why does the hit chance on that so dang low? Could alternatively just shoot at the turret. Who's gonna go get Shield Man? Somebody's got to go get Shield Man. Chuck Wendig, we could bring you up here and have you drop a suppression? No, because suppression takes 2 ammo. 27% chance to hit is not especially good. We got to get shield, man. We'd really like to have an action left after we do it. Cherry Priest. I mean, we can almost certainly kill that turret, but I'd really rather have its armor gone before we take shots at it. Chuck Wendig does have Shredder, so he's going to make that a much easier proposition. Chuck, how can you not see the turret? Chuck Wendig can't see the turret. Okay, new strategy.
On Overwatch.
If we can't see the turret can't see us, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to haywire protocol. We're going to see if we can take control of the turret. Pete, why don't you just do guaranteed damage to it? No, I'd actually much rather... As opposed to shutting it down, I really want to get control of this. Also, remember, we are on a time limit here. We've only got so long before we got to get Lauren Bukes within visual range of the hack target. Which actually kind of is more of a reason to try and shut it down. Now, you know what? We're gambling. The gamble pays off. 46%, Pete. That was low. But Lauren Bukes goes big. Oh, good. It found us another turret. Okay. So, Cherry Priest, we're going to bring... You know what, Cherry Priest? I want you on a long watch, Overwatch. If we move, we're now going to spawn another pod because that's just the game telling us, hey, Pete, there's another turret over there. The game is not wrong. 32% for Cormac McCarthy is frankly just abysmal. I think we put Cormac on Overwatch. JK, I want you to conceal.
Hidden away. Moving.
5 turns till network shutdown, Pete. You know, you've got some time. Yes, I'm aware, but you know, we gotta get Lauren Bukes like all the way up here. Protection tile radius from that turret has gone away because it is a friendly turret now. So I'm thinking what we do is we slip in behind this barrel, and then we can set J.K. Rowling up to kill this man next turn.
They keep these trains running around the clock, but you'll never see them loading or unloading any cargo. At least not where anyone can see it.
Was that like a vaguely subtly veiled reference to the whole "oh, they make the trains run on time" kind of thing, Bradford? Is that what you're going for there? You know, the Nazis weren't all bad. Their trains did run on time, John Bradford. Also, one thing you got to say about Adolf Hitler is, you know, he did kill Hitler. It's really the only good thing you can say about him, but... Alright, our turret doing work. Hijacked turret getting it done, and hijacked turret is still benefiting from that shield as well. Man, everybody is trying to rip Chuck Wendig a new one today. The guy can't get a moment's respite. What did Chuck Wendig ever do to you? Why do you hate him so much, Advent? The guy's just out there pounding out quality novel after quality novel. Little miss. All right, turret, come on, man. You got this. He's yours. He's all yours, bro. He was supposed to be all yours. This was supposed to be your moment of triumph, turret. This was supposed to be your big moment, your shining crescendo, your crowning moment of awesome, and you mucked. How come you're doing that with Lauren Bukes? I'm just trying to get Lauren Bukes in a little bit better position. Cherry Priest is going to pull a kill here. See, I had full confidence in her abilities, which is why she succeeded. The power of positive thinking in action right there. Cormac McCarthy, we're going to whip you over here. I don't suppose your Wrath ability is good at all, because it's not. We really need to be able to bust this guy wide open. Is it worth giving? You know what? Screw the concealment. This is worth it. We got to bust this guy wide open. Yeah, you spotted the mother of monsters. It's fine. So what's she gonna do? She's gonna shoot him in the brain pan with a critical shotgun blast that kills his shield, does a bunch of damage, puts him potentially, also 2 ability points for the flank shot. 49% is terrible. This guy's first action is going to be to try to move. So I think between a lot of Overwatch here, honestly, can we get up and, you know what, Neil Gaiman, can you just, yeah, let's just do that. Let's surround this man and slash him with Blade Storm, people. When he tries to walk away, we're gonna gut him like a fish. When he tries to run away from us, and he will, we're going to gut that man like a fish.
Here I come.
Then we can bring Chuck Blackbird Windig up, and we can have him start working over the friendly turret, because it still has to die. Great shot, Chuck. It's on your side. You turned Go G, tried to shoot it in the back, and you couldn't even pull that off. Fantastic effort, son. Turret's still hacked. There goes our boy. Yeah, a guy walked into a blender.
Menace 1-5. The Advent network is almost entirely locked down. We're running out of time.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Get to that terminal.
Yep. Terminal's right up here. We're gonna get it. It's fine. This may spawn a pod.
Tired of waiting around.
In fact, I expect it to.
We're near the objective.
It actually did not.
Commander, we have confirmation of the exposed access point.
I was really expecting shit to go fully tits up right there, but Lauren Bukes. Remarkable performance there, making sure things went tits down? I'm not even sure that makes sense, Pete. Delays the current Dark Event project by 2 weeks. That's really good. Avenger scanning time reduced by 50% for 4 weeks. That's also really good. But the fact that this one is a 100% slam dunk guarantee, we're taking this one. We breached the network, delayed the Dark Event project. We would have got the satellite data with the roll, which is unfortunate. Priority data is still good. It's a solid pickup. Lauren Bukes 2 for 2 on the hacks, by the way, and she doesn't even. Girl's not even working with the Skulljack.
Hack the planet.
We've confirmed successful
The planet has been successfully hacked. I'm assuming she's talking about Captain Planet, by the way. Okay, Gremlin slips in, gets the job done. Cherry Priest, we're gonna have you reload. And, you know, let's put you on a little long watch, Overwatch here. Really, we just want to get everybody in a quality defensive position, because I'm pretty sure we're going to have bogeys moving in on our locale. So, Cormac McCarthy, you're on Overwatch. JK, let's have Neil Gaiman vacate and give you, just make a hole for you here, give you a little room.
I can handle that.
Neil, we're going to bring you up here, drop you into Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
We do still have this turret that we kind of need to deal with. We can put it on Overwatch. Chuck Windig, you're going to reload and finish off the turret. Or at least my goal is that you will reload and finish off the turret. And you think you can hit a 79 here? Alright. Well, you didn't finish it.
It hit the plate.
Yeah. Don't worry. The girl who does all of the team's heavy lifting will finish this one off too, because... Never mind, she can't see that turret. Alright, well, the hell with the turret then. Are you saying that's going to blow up Neil Gaiman, or are you saying that the turret is going to take friendly fire? You know what, just do... Yeah, it's the turret. Okay. I just want to make sure she wasn't going to accidentally put a bunch of shrapnel in Neil Gaiman's ass. Turret falls through the floor, though. Or not. So did they fix it so that turrets aren't automatically destroyed when you throw a grenade at them anymore? I actually find that a little troubling. Chuck, please finish off the turret. Honestly, well, reload first.
Rock and roll.
And then finish off the turret. Don't miss, Chuck. Alright. Solid work.
Who's keeping score?
Heavy turret was killed. That's exactly what we want. Lauren Bukes is going to fall back, move to a little bit better cover. And now we're just going to wait for the enemies to walk themselves right into a blender. Cherry Priest, we're actually going to move you forward a little bit. Cormac, reload. Yeah, reload some bleakness, reload some darkness, reload the horror that lurks within your soul. Neil Gaiman's going to reload in Overwatch. Eventually, these guys are going to come check out these noises, I'm assuming.
I've got movement here.
Yeah, could you get movement here? Over here? Please? In this direction? Well, let's just see what's over there. If we're close enough to hear him, we should be close enough to scan him. What do we got? Bunch of civilians? Nope. An Archon, 2 sectoids, and a bunch of civvies. Alright, well, we know where they're at. So what we should do is try and give ourselves the best possible position with which to engage those guys, which means putting Cherry Priest on a rooftop, bring Cormac McCarthy around here, plop him into some Overwatch. JK, you should be... I mean, there is... No, those guys are actually pretty far back. So JK should be able to make it to here with no problem. Neil Gaiman, Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Chuck Blackbird Windig.
Let's move already.
The Blackbird caw is coming forward.
Oh yeah.
Was that the Raven's cry of Chuck Windig? No, Pete, let's not bring up Raven's Cry. I mean, you are playing a video game, and that game has to probably go down in history as one of mankind's most awful crimes. Are these guys never going to come into us?
Moving to Overwatch.
Do we have anybody left with conceal? Because if we do,
Let's move
we'll try and
already.
conceal ourselves we could try and conceal ourselves.
No trespassers.
Overwatch.
We
Scanning.
could try and conceal ourselves
Moving to Overwatch.
into an
What's
ambush.
making that noise?
It's that pod that's over there. I mean, we know exactly where they're at, Neil. They don't appear to want to move at all. Yep, they definitely don't want to move. So, how are we going to spawn this pod, then? A couple different methods we could use. I'm thinking... You know, I'm thinking maybe I'm just overthinking. Why don't we just grapple up here and get line of sight with our boy, and if we need to, he can just run away. So, you know what? Yeah, Cormac McCarthy, grapple your ass up there and spawn that pod. Alternatively, you know, grapple up here and don't spawn.
I am watching.
Right then.
Not a problem. Got it covered.
I'm going.
I guess we'll just do a little steady Overwatch creeping then. Hey, classic XCOM, Pete. Overwatch creep. Yeah, you know, for me, Overwatch creeping was never the classic way. It's not the way the game was meant to be played.
Let's do this.
It's not a PlayStation moment.
Overwatch.
The way it's meant to be played. Just no. Cherry Priest, let's get you up here. I wholeheartedly support your tired of waiting around theory as well, Cherry Priest. I too am getting a little tired of waiting around. These guys gonna move yet? Still no. You know, we do have a mimic beacon. Let's just get this party started.
Scanning.
Pete, you've been trying to start the party for a bit now, and the party remains, yeah, you're right.
Moving to
Been trying to start this party, right? I've been trying to start this party quickly for a minute now. Party remains unbegun.
Come get some.
Guests are beginning to get restless. We're running out of hors d'oeuvres. Debris is...
Covered.
Well, I was hoping to serve debris at room temperature, but honestly, it's a little warm in here for debris.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Cormac McCarthy, we could have you pop this pod. This is not cover either, because it is a destroyed piece of shit. Honestly, here, Cormac McCarthy, come down to this corner. This might pop him. And if it does, I'm shockingly okay with that. It did not.
It is under my watch. I hear their movement.
They're not moving at all, Cormac McCarthy. You can say you hear their movement, but that's a goddamn lie. Maybe one of these civilians will rat us out. Hey, go tell your handlers that we're over here. Go let them know where we're at. Be like, hey, guys, XCOM's over there. You know what? Never mind. We'll handle it. So we got, what? 2 sectoids and an Archon. This should not be extraordinarily problematic for us to handle. All right, Cherry Priest, what do you got? 92% at the Archon thanks to your elevated position. So start off with a little bit of lightning hands. Let's soften this guy up a bit. Nice shot, 4 damage. Cherry Priest delivering the goods. He's going to be enraged. Look out, he's flown into a battle frenzy. Fortunately, that frenzy's going to be short-lived thanks to the high-velocity sniper round that's going right through his brain. Back in the old battle frenzy. All right, Cormac McCarthy, can you wrath either of these sectoids? You can wrath a sectoid. 9 damage, huh? I wonder if this ends your turn. In the event that it does, let's go ahead and have you do this, because this will not end your turn. 5 more damage on our boy. And then I feel like this sectoid's about to get ripjacked.
I come for you.
Oh, we're going to rip his jack. I really wish we could pick what tile we were going to wind up in after delivering that ripjack, although, fortunately, they chose the one I would have chosen as well. Corner cover. And with that guy dead, we're not flanked any longer. Alright, who needs kills? Neil Gaiman? I mean, you look like you could, you look thirsty for blood. Let's get you up here and sate that bloodthirst a little bit. What do you say, 96% chance? His bloodthirst is sated.
Did you see that one?
It was pretty amazing, Neil. I did, in fact, see it. Chuck Wendig, that's a terrible shot.
Tired of waiting around.
Let's go ahead and have you advance. We'll keep you in our back pocket just in case. We do have the Mother of... you know, we have guaranteed damage from the Mother of Monsters anyway. Go ahead and take a ghetto shot. Chuck, I don't care if you hit or miss. This is just for fun. Just the funsies. So, of course, the one moment you're doing it just for funsies is the moment you choose to come up and buck the odds. Fantastic. But it does open the door for Lauren Bukes to get a guaranteed kill and wrap up this mission.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure.
Yeah, thanks for the tip, John.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Thanks for making that take way longer than it should have. 12 out of 12. We did have a soldier wounded, though. Chuck Wendig took a little bit of unfortunate damage. Kill them all and let the elders sort them out. Once again, the poster protocol thing, man, it's really got framing down to an art. It'd be like, you know what? I love this shot. What is it a shot of? The triumphant knees of a victorious party. Yeah, we gotta fix this. Hey, aliens. Check out our knees. Yeah. Best photo I've ever taken right there. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hey, Maplethorpe, eat your heart out. You got your whole faces thing. I got, you know, can have jars full of piss. Was that Maplethorpe? Piss Christ? I don't think that was Maplethorpe. Whatever. I got pictures of knees. It's beautiful. Operation Sweaty Chalice. Memorialized forever with a convenience store in the background and just 6 pairs of knees. It's beautiful. It's a symbol of triumph. Still a little salty about Chuck Wendig, but Chuck Wendig isn't, you know, he's not exactly our go-to grenadier anyway, and he's only going to be down for 6 days. All things considered, that's a worthwhile sacrifice. Rowling and Bukes coming up with the most cohesion, because of course they are. Matched pair. Quick Draw or Death from Above? I mean, I like both of these. Quick Draw is really good. Death from Above is also quite good. This is probably something we're going to be spending Cherry Priest's action points on. Which one do we want to get first? I kind of feel like maybe Quick Draw. You know what? Let's take Death from Above. We'll buy Quick Draw later. We may buy Quick Draw now, actually. Neil Gaiman also picking up. We're going to have to give him run and gun and use his genius level intelligence to have him buy Conceal. So we do have a little training that we're going to do down in the facility. Chuck, you know what? Chuck was going to need some downtime anyway because he's tired. Likewise, J.K. Rowling going to need a little downtime just to knock the dust off. He's been spending too much time at the Sweaty Chalice. She's going to knock the dust off of that. Wait, no, if it was Dusty, she'd have not spent enough time at the Sweaty Chalice and thus be hungry for sexual activity. Got that backwards. Archon corpses, Stun Lancer corpse, Priest corpse, Turret wreck, Shield Bearer corpse, couple Sectoid corpses to boot, an Illyrium core, which is nice, we need more of those. Archon autopsy has been unlocked, Turret breakdown unlocked, Priest autopsy unlocked.
The limited resources available to you,
Most importantly,
you have still managed to exceed my expectations. Excellent work.
Optimus Prime, as always, your praise fills me with shame and loathing. Dark Event countered, Advent Lightning Reflexes. That one's going nowhere, which is beautiful. The problem with Advent Lightning Reflexes isn't the fact that it makes Advent harder to kill, although that is a problem. The main problem is it lets them use any garbage water trooper who happens to spawn with a more powerful pod. It lets them use that trooper to pull all of our Overwatch. I'm more worried about a situation with, like, you know, say an Archon and 2 Stun Lancers in a pod, like we just saw, where we cannot Overwatch anything because the Stun Lancers just walk up and punch someone in the throat. Guillaume was working here. I actually didn't want to come here. I wanted to go to the training center. Let's do, are we going to respec anybody? Hell no. What are we going to do? We're going to train some abilities. We got to get our boy, Neil Gaiman here. He's got to get a little bit of work. Sandman. The Sandman is tired for one day. Are we going to buy him? Because Shredder is interesting. Guardian Shotgun is also actually pretty damn interesting. That one's a whopping 12 points, though, so we're going to take Conceal because we definitely want that. Shadow Strike, not a huge fan of that. Cherry Priest, we are, I think, going to get you Quick Draw.
You saw the same things I did in that facility. So now you should understand why I've kept my people away from their cities all this time.
Yeah.
The aliens offered up miracle cures, and they weren't lying.
Death does cure all ailments.
You know, maybe we skip concealment on Charlie Houston. I really like Charlie just being a straight-up serial killer, but Implacable will help him. You know, Implacable would help him be a more efficient serial killer, actually. Now that I think about it, he could walk up, he could he could activate serial, move up, kill a dude, use his Implacable move again, kill another dude. Yeah, that's definitely the way we want to go. We're spending points to buy Chuck Implacable. Speaking of which, J.K. Rowling, is there anything you need? Hollow targeting is interesting. Deep cover is not something. No, you're good, actually. Poor JK just hasn't done that well on the random abilities. Lauren Bukes, what about you? I think there was something we were waiting for you. Blast padding? No, that definitely wasn't it. Field medic? I mean, we really haven't needed it. Chuck, anything on your list? Kill zone is 25 points. I do want you to have hollow targeting. I really do. Kill zone, though. Real good. Chuck's combat intelligence is... You know what? We're going to buy you hollow targeting for sure. We'll put those points aside. We're going to keep those in our back pocket because I think kill zone, ultimately, we are going to want you to have. Tabitha King, what are you? You also have kill zone. You know what? Tabitha King is never going to use it, though. Never. Silent Killer. Kills with the Vector Rifles do not increase the Reaper's chance to break out of shadow. That's interesting. Is it worth 12 points? Not right now. Not when we got a kill zone on the line. Cormac McCarthy, what's your... Tactical rigging is crap. Yeah. There's no way to make you less shitty, honestly. Tony Morrison, did you have anything we wanted? Deadeye, you also could have Serial. Serial is so expensive, but it's so good. We got so many people who need it, too, though. We don't need hollow targeting for George. Alright, we're getting down to the bottom of the trash heap there. I think we really probably want to just best suited to conserve our points. Let's start scanning, see where our next mission is going to be, and keep an eye on the Doom counter as well. Weapon dealers, 6 days, alien alloys. Yeah, we're going to want that, but we got to build this radio beacon first. What's this? Why do they look so confused? Every time I see this cutscene, I half expect them to start smashing bones into each other and for them to, one of them to hurl it up into the air and for it to then become a spaceship. Do you guys not get a monolith scene from the start of 2010 Space Odyssey from this? Yep. Welcome to the Resistance. Guerrilla Radio! Suit up! All armor and vest projects in the Proving Ground are completed instantly. That is strictly a... Strankly? I was thinking I'm unconsciously made a portmanteau of strictly and frankly. Call it strankly. Either way, that's a fantastic upgrade for us because we are working on some of those projects right now. Let's take a look and see what our other continent bonuses are like. Skirmisher HQ... Do we not know our other continent bonuses until we actually go? No, Asia has volunteer army. Once every mission, there's a chance that a resistance soldier will join the XCOM squad. Interesting, and we want to go to Asia. What's the European? Bomb squad. Grenade and heavy weapon projects are completed instantly in the Proving Grounds. That's also really useful for us. Both of those things are good, and we want to go to both Eastern Europe and West. Man, there's got to be a better path down here than through Western Africa, though. Like, that straight up sucks. Honestly, I feel like we got to go towards Asia, simply because we're going to need another safety valve very soon. We do still have our one safety valve unlocked. We got our alien facility in the eastern U.S. Still working on the Chosen Stronghold. We'll get there. So what are our other option events here? Okay, we also have the Black Market, which I'm not... Templar HQ. Don't want to heal... Is this really our only active bit, huh? So do we want to take 6 days to stop, pick up these alloys and Illyrium crystals? I'm not sure we need them, but getting those alloys and crystals would be huge because we are running the double the... You know what? Double the pleasure, double the fun. Let's double up with double mint gun. We're going to scan this, and then it's over to Asia to make contact and try and open up a second safety valve. Also, we could just skulljack an officer. That's another way for us to potentially pick up a little bit of Avatar project. Reduction to skulljack is complete. Skull mining, we're gonna want to do. Back to the Avenger. Down to the proving ground. We gotta get skull mining. Working on a frost bomb for 3 days. You know, no. Hunter's Axe, also gonna say no. We are getting to the point where we may have to, fight an alien king, and I really like having the frost bomb around for that. But armor and vest projects are instant now. Skull mining is going to take us 5 days, cost us 1 Elerium core and 75 supplies, but we have 5 cores. So I think we should probably make a spider suit, which should be, yep, instantly finished. We got 190 supplies. How many do we need for skull mining? It's 1 Elerium core and 75 supplies. This just takes alloys, crystals, and cores, so let's crank that out. Hey, soldier. Ooh, crank that soldier. Hey, ooh. Okay, and we have experimental heavy weapon. Takes 1 Elerium core in 6 days. But first thing we got to do, skull mining is next on the agenda. After that, you know what? Sure, give me. I really want some experimental ammo. Do I want ammo more than? No, I'm gonna need a heavy weapon more than I'm gonna need ammo. I don't want a spark. I don't want to use my last Elerium core either. Let's just roll with this. Back to scanning then. We did see the UFO that's on the hunt, but either we're going to get found by the UFO or we're not. That's just the way it works. We don't really need intel. We have 276.
That UFO contact has us locked in.
Well,
We have to take evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, Bradford, your drunken ass is just going to drive us straight into it. So you know what? I don't even know why we bother with evasive maneuvers. We're still going to get totally busted. Can we not, once we've begun evasive maneuvers, we can't just waste time? Is that how this works? Fantastic work, John. I think maybe I don't understand how beginning evasive maneuvers actually works. Alright, well, we're going to be doing an Avenger defense. That's fine, let's just get it out of the way. Just auger this baby in then. Here we go. Yep.
There's no damage to the engines. Unless using an electromagnetic pulse.
Wow, genius, Lily. Also, I have to ask the question, Lily.
Hold on.
How come the Avenger hasn't previously been hardened against electromagnetic pulses? Is this not something you were concerned about, considering the fact that aliens use a shitload of magnetic weaponry and whatnot? Also, I'm calling bullshit on your magic little device there, because you turned that thing, but it didn't do shit. You turned it, it didn't move. I saw that. We all saw it. You guys saw it, too. That's a mock thing. That was fake, Lily. That was faker, big faker. I'm not too worried about this Avenger defense, because all we're going to need is Joe Hill and Tabitha King, and they will take this. They will take care of this for us. We will be squad sight sniping the beacon from real far away, while the rest of our team digs in like wood ticks and defends the Avengers drop zone.
They don't want us. They want the ship. Isn't there some way you can override it?
Not from here.
Well, if by override you mean blow it up, then Bradford, yeah.
Do this the old-fashioned.
We're gonna go quote-unquote
Destroying
override
that
it.
spike is our only chance of getting out of here. We can't let the aliens take this ship.
Yeah, I don't want a sweaty chalice either, so you're right. I don't want to get sweaty chalice by the aliens.
UFO contact.
Operation Shackled Empire. Again, sounds very much like a sort of a niche club, except I'm getting kind of a BDSM vibe from Operation Shackled Empire. Alright, well, this is what we'll be doing next time then. So, Avenger Defense is on the menu. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it as well. Wolded Sooners.
In the field if we're going to make any progress towards our current objective.
I think we'll be fine.
We can deploy some of our wounded troops back into combat if you feel it's necessary.
Okay. Why are you giving me a close-up of Charlie Houston's crotch, though?
Not have much of a choice if we want to proceed.
I mean, I don't necessarily hate the close-up of Charlie Houston's crotch. The man's got a fantastic package. It just seems a little gratuitous. So let's get rid of all of this stuff, and we'll pick a team, but we're going to do that next mission. I'm going to wrap this one up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more XCOM War of the Chosen, consider subscribing as well, as I continue to fail to understand how evasive maneuvers actually works. Every time I click the begin evasive maneuvers button, we just go hover somewhere. I think I have a fundamental misunderstanding of what that's supposed to be doing. Probably do. Honestly, don't care. I don't expect Operation Shackled Empire to be too difficult at all. Unlike an actual trip to Operation Shackled Empire, where you're probably going to wind up getting stuck in a cage and lashed with a cat of nine tails for like an hour. Not that that's not okay. I mean, if you're into it, do whatever you want. That's just fine. If you're okay with that, hey, You do you. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.